Hey guys, I've gone 45 years without wasting my money on gas station garbage. And here's why you should too. Let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Dan, and it's a wealthy life where we talk about the financial markets, your career, and your family. And in this video, I want to go over an experience I had on the 4th of July where I went into a gas station and I thought about doing this video. So last weekend, it was a nice 4-day weekend. I had Thursday and Friday with the kids and the family, and we had fun at the 4th of July. My kids went swimming for 2 days. We have a small little pool. And then, we had a few sparklers and pop-its. And I think I spent $34. So I considered that a win for a little bit of fun with the kids and spending less than 50 bucks on fireworks. Now, my in-laws had come over for the weekend, and my mother-in-law, she always brings an envelope full of cash. That's how they roll. They're kind of old school. They do everything in cash. And it's funny, for Christmas, I had actually bought my mother-in-law these rubber envelopes, right? Rather than an envelope that falls apart every time she comes over, she has these colorful rubber envelopes that she puts her cash in every time she comes over. So anyways, I digress. So when we buy lunch together, when my in-laws come over, I usually pay with my credit card, and my mother-in-law, she'll give me the cash, okay, for whatever she wants to give me for her side of the lunch. And so I had a bunch of cash from Thursday and Friday. And on the weekend, I had some time to do some errands. I actually wanted to donate some stuff to Goodwill. My kids are growing up. They're growing out of their clothes, out of their toys. So I went out and I had to go, donate some stuff to Goodwill. I had some recycling to do at Best Buy for some old electronics, so on and so forth. But before I go on my little venture, I need some gas for my minivan. And so I take the cash that my mother-in-law gave me, because I rarely go and get cash these days. I'm one of those guys that just swipe my credit card because I get the points, and I always pay my credit card off at the end of the month. And so I stop and get some gas. And this time, unfortunately, I have to go inside to pay with cash. And I rarely do that at a gas station. Normally, I go up, pull up, I swipe my credit card, pump the gas, and I bail. Okay, I never go into the convenience store side of a gas station. And that is where a gas station makes all their money, guys. They don't make any of their money on the gas itself. They make all their money from all the suckers that go in there and blow their money on gas station garbage, guys. And most of the clients that are going into gas stations are men, okay? Most of the clients that are going in there and blowing their money on a daily basis are men. Okay. Now, guys, I hear a lot of complaining on the YouTube space about women, all right, about how, it's a hard world out there to date the modern woman who expects a lot out of a man. Okay. And what is that one thing that they pretty much expect? Is for you to have money. All right. And I'm going to tell my son this. Women do expect you to either make a lot of money or be able to save a lot of money. Either one, they don't really care. They want security in their lives, all right? Or maybe they want you to buy their makeup. I don't know, It is what it is. It's the natural way of things. Women do expect a man to either be able to save or generate money, okay? And this experience at the gas station the other day told me a lot about what the problems are about our men today. All right, I go in there, and I knew it. I knew before I even went in there that I was going to have to wait in a freaking line. All right, so I walk up to the door, and lo and behold, there's a line of 4 people. And I'm like, geez, I got to waste my time going in the convenience store because I want to use up this cash. All right, so it is what it is. So I go in there, and I look around. I pay attention a little bit. And what do I see? I see 3 guys, 1 lady, okay? The 1 lady was fiddling about, trying to figure out how the lotto tickets were working or whatever. And the rest were men. And they were all they all had these energy drinks, okay? And then there was another guy to the side who was filling up a Slurpee, a grown man, you know, filling up a Slurpee. I'm like, really, guys? Come on, stop it. All right, and so I'm sitting there waiting in line with my cash just to prepay for a pump. And while the ladies fiddling about with lotto tickets, I'm watching the guys, and behind me, there's like 5 more guys that come in the store, and they've got energy drinks too. They've got a Monster energy drink and, you know, probably a Celsius or whatever. You know, I even saw a guy double-fisted with 2 energy drinks. You know, and what else are they buying in there? They're probably buying some chew, maybe up at the front, or some cigarettes, or a beef jerky, or I don't know, whatever it is. You know, all the stuff that's in a gas station convenience store is garbage at the end of the day. All right. And if we look at how, you know, people operate on a day-to-day basis, you know, if you're out in the field, let's say you're driving around in your work truck with maybe a couple buddies, and you have to fill up your truck every day. Maybe you're in construction, maybe you're a framer, whatever it is, and you go there every day to fill up your truck, you're probably stopping in that convenience store. I sure hope you're not, you know, but if you and your buddies are, just stop that behavior and go and bring your brown bag lunch and bring your thermos, and don't go into that store and buy a Monster energy drink for $4.99 or $3.99, because it all adds up, guys. There's 260 working days in the work week on a yearly basis, around there. And if you do the math, if you spend $5 a day on 260 days, you're looking at $1,300 annually in spending money. That's just $5 a day. Not to mention, maybe you might be spending $10 a day. I don't know. But there's a reason why those convenience stores are still in business, and they're on every corner in America. It's because you guys go in there and you blow your money on a daily basis. People do it all the time. I mean, I just can't believe most people go into the actual gas station. You know, just swipe your card and bail. Now, if you're 20 years old and you're starting with a construction crew, or, you know, whatever, some sort of, you know, blue collar work where you're driving around with a crew. I used to do it. I was blue collar for a little bit. And I remember they would always stop at the gas station and load up on junk food and Monster energy drinks and whatever. Let me tell you something. In 45 years, I have never purchased or drank a Monster energy drink. Give me a break. It's like being a kid, honestly. Or a Celsius. You know, those little Celsius 8-ounce cans? I've seen them at the store, at the grocery store. And they're like $3.99 for 8 ounces. It's like, really? People are blowing their money on this type of crap? And this is why, guys, this is why the rich do not care about the regular folks, because they're blowing their money on this stuff. You know what the rich do? They go and buy Celsius stock, or they go and buy Monster energy drink stock. You can look at Jeremy Lefebvre, you know, this financial YouTuber. Guess what he's invested in? Celsius, because he knows that there's a bunch of suckers out there, a bunch of men who are suckers for this garbage, you know, or Red Bull, you know, the list goes on and on. It's junk food after junk food after junk food. And so, you know, after getting out of there, I thought, man, I got to do this video to convince men out there, stop blowing your money on this stuff. Like I said, $1,300 if you go in there at $5 a day. Over 10 years, guys, that is $13,000. Okay, let me tell you, I put 19 grand into Tesla and at 20x, and it's worth $400,000. You know, let's just say you take $10,000 of your $13,000 that you could have saved. If you would have put that in Palantir 2 years ago when it was $7 a share, you know, you could have saw on YouTube tons of people talking about Palantir. You would have made $200,000. It has 20x'd from $7. It's at $140, guys. That is what we are talking about, you know, these financial people on YouTube like myself and others, is that you have got to stop blowing your money on gas station garbage and other garbage in general if you want to build wealth. Now, if you get to a point where you're wealthy and you're a multimillionaire because you compounded that money, okay, fine. You want to go to the gas station every now and then and buy some junk food? Fine. But honestly, I still won't do it. You know, after making it to $1 million net worth, I have no desire to go in there and blow my money on garbage, okay? I'm just gonna swipe my card, fill up my gas, and bail. And not to mention, this crap is so unhealthy for you. I mean, soda in general is it just destroys the American public. You look around, what is destroying people? It's their weight, it's obesity, it's diabetes, things like that. They have heart disease, all sorts of problems, you know? And so every time I stop at the gas station and I see men just going in and out, in and out, in and out, I'm like, man, guys, get it together. You know, this is the problem we have today. I know that we have a lot of problems with, you know, relationships and modern dating and all this other stuff, but dude, guys, you have no chance if you keep going in there and wasting your money. So anyways, those are just my thoughts. I noticed this weekend, and yeah, I want you guys to do better, man. That's the whole point of this channel, is to help you guys be successful, build wealth, grow a family. Maybe if that's something you desire, that's great, but that's what you're gonna need to do. To grow a family, you cannot be going into a gas station. You have higher priorities in your life, especially if you want to have children, guys. There is no way my wife would tolerate me blowing, you know, $6, $7, $8 on energy drinks going into the Myers gas station. So anyways, sorry for a little bit of rant here and there, but you know, this is kind of my thoughts and feelings. It's simple things like this that are going to help you build wealth. It's just stop doing these routines in your life that just ruin your finances at the end of the day. So anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Do you guys stop at the gas station? Let me know. And ladies, if you do stop at the gas station, is that something you do? Do you stop and buy Monster energy drinks and all that other garbage food they have there? So anyways, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this message. Hopefully it resonates with you. And yeah, like and subscribe if you could, and take a look at my previous video. And everyone, have a great day. Thanks.